about the new ways of working in the tourism industry are many. I think that during the pandemic, we came together as a community, whether it was a local community or a global community, in terms of being able to do Zoom calls and connect to people that maybe you wouldn't even meet in real life, even though there are lots of people that we couldn't see ourselves. So I think we're going to have a much closer working relationship from a hybrid perspective. I don't think any of us are going to be challenged in terms of, if we can't see someone, we can still feel connected with them from a Zoom perspective. I also found that a lot of leaders in the industry were a lot more humble than I'd ever seen them before. I saw television interviews with CEOs admitting they weren't quite sure what to do about something. So I think we're going to become much more collaborative in terms of sharing best practice with our competitors, and actually together working out how we're going to recover, because it's not going to happen overnight. So I think it's all about collaboration and communication. How I see the future of the tourism industry, that is a big question. I think fundamentally what has changed through the pandemic period is about how people's emotions. I don't think we're going to be looking for customers based on the traditional demographics of what age are they, what is their demographic profile in terms of how much do they earn. I think people are now they've got much more of an emotional connection to where they might go on holiday. So I think it's kind of looking at the psychology and emotion as to why people might choose different places to visit, different resorts to experience. People are going to care much more about community, care more about sustainability. You know, the world stopped, we heard birds sing, we didn't hear planes, and people have seen destinations that did suffer from over-tourism being clean and clear, and they really care about their footprint. So I think even from the luxury market down, I've been moderating 3 panels today in the luxury forum, and I think even the luxury market that traditionally was seen as one that could afford the best that there is, they still can. They've got money, and we call it revenge spend, but they're actually thinking, what would my carbon footprint be? Where will I go that I will actually contribute to the community? Where will I go that I experience something? And I think people have spent the pandemic period realizing where they meant to go and where they never went, and they're now going to travel there in a much slower, more careful way in terms of really caring about the people that they meet. My experience at TIS has been fantastic. I feel like a bit of a pioneer. I was one of only, I think, 6 people that travelled last year for the first summit internationally, and I felt very brave. But at the time, even last year when we had no vaccinations, I felt very safe then. I felt totally safe now. I'm really excited that Seville is open tonight. We had a curfew last year, so I'm looking forward to exploring Seville, but I think the organisers have dotted absolutely every I, crossed every T, and I couldn't feel safer.